If your bestie has ever done this to you, or if you've ever done this to your bestie, time out, okay? Jail. Not literally, but foul behavior, okay? Stick with me here. Hi, hello, it's Ann. It's when they message you this one line and you instantly freak out. It's the, we need to talk. You see the message, so you text them or you call them and you're like, hey, what's up? Like, what is it? What do we need to talk about? Anxiety has heightened. And they respond with, I'll tell you later. What? First of all, the moment you send a message and you're like, we need to talk, I'm focused on you. I'm concerned about you. I'm like, what's going on? Are you okay? But then you respond with, I'll tell you later. And now I'm thinking it's about me. Did I do something wrong? And then you guys eventually talk and they tell you what it is. And then plot twist, it wasn't even that important. Like, it's not that deep. Not saying it's not important, but it's just not that deep. How about, and this is just for like the best friend suggestion box, if you can't tell me in that moment what it is we need to talk about when you text me, we need to talk, don't send me that. Tell me we need to talk in the moment where we can talk about it. And not when you're going to text me and you're going to be like, I'll tell you later. If you are meeting your significant other's family for the holidays for the very first time and you're kind of freaking out about it, hi, hello, it's Ann. I got you, okay? Let's go. 1, try not to come empty-handed. Bring a dessert, bring flowers, a box of chocolates. Keep it very simple, okay? Because I promise you they're not expecting you to bring anything anyways, but do so. 2, I know you're freaking out, okay? I know you're nervous, but try to talk. Join the conversation. Sitting there quietly to yourself and not really talking to anyone but your significant other, talking to everyone around you, that shows effort. They're going to appreciate it. And I promise they're going to want to get to know you. 3, this one's obvious, but I'm going to say it anyways. Look good, feel good, smell good. 4, put that phone down. Be present, okay? 5, probably another obvious one, but please do so. Always say thank you for the food. Before eating or after eating, just say thank you. I really appreciate it. The food was really good. Thank you for inviting me into your home. And 6, this might be a culture thing or it might just be a separate rules thing. But when you are walking into their house, make sure you ask them first, oh, shoes on or shoes off. Some people don't care and some people do. But it's always really nice and courteous to just ask. Listen, I feel like every single person has had this conversation, this little bicker, this little argument that isn't really an argument with their best friend at least once. Stick with me here. No, you and your bestie are actually best friends because you know them more than they know themselves sometimes, and vice versa, okay? You know every single detail about this person. You can finish their sentences, and if something were to happen and they weren't there, you know what they would say and how they would say it. Like, that's how tight you guys are. And everything's great until it's not, because they learn something new about you that isn't necessarily new. It could be something so insignificant, like it doesn't even matter, but it does all at the same time. It's like, I didn't know you liked that candy. You didn't tell me that was your favorite candy. How is that your favorite candy? I've never seen you eat that candy. Our entire friendship, you never even brought up that candy. You could literally respond and be like, nah, this has been my favorite candy since I was a little girl. Like, I don't know. I guess I just never told you, or you never noticed. And then they start to over exaggerate. And it's kind of comical, but it's adorable all at the same time because they're like, I'm your best friend and I didn't know this about you. First of all, it's a candy. It's not a big deal. But it feels like a betrayal to them because they're like, I know everything about you. Or I thought I did. Now I do. Is there anything else you didn't tell me? Let's talk bestie duos. Hi, hello, it's Ann. Let's go. Please let me know if any of these are accurate. 1, there's always one that's a little bit more affectionate, the one that likes to talk about their feelings, and then the other bestie is like, I don't do feelings. 2, there's that one bestie that cries at least 2, 3, 4 every day, and the other bestie that just doesn't cry at all. They don't know what tears are. 3, there's always one that kind of believes in love or is currently in love or wants to be in love, while the other bestie is kind of like, I'm going to be the cool aunt or the cool uncle. 4, one likes to go out. They like to have fun. They like to do stuff, while the other one is kind of like, you have to drag them to go out with you. 5, one of you guys loves dressing up, and the other bestie is like, it has to be a good and special occasion to see them dress up. Even then, they still don't really want to dress up, but they'll do it. And 6, someone is always a little bit more street smart than they are book smart, and vice versa. Please let me know if any of these apply to you and your best friend. I feel like every person knows someone like this, and that person could also be you, so let me know. Hi, hello, it's Ann. Let's go. When you're sad, when you're burnt out, or you're just not feeling so great, instead of asking for help, instead of telling people, you choose to disappear for a little bit. You don't really talk to people. You kind of put yourself in this little bubble. This can go on for days, maybe even a week, possibly a month. When you start to feel better, that's when you start coming out of your bubble. You're like, okay, let me reply back to people. Let me hit people up and say, what's up? It's time to update my best friend. If you are this person, or if you know someone that does this, you or they choose to disappear when they're feeling that way for these two reasons. One, you feel like a burden and you don't really want to put your problems onto other people. You also don't want people to feel bad for you. And it's also that feeling of, well, this is my situation, so I don't want to bring other people into it. Let me handle it. And two, because you're feeling this way, you just don't want to put your negative energy or you feeling down, putting that energy onto someone else. You know that you're not going to be the most pleasant or bubbly person to be around in the moment, so you decide to take a step back. You know when your bestie is going through something? Hi, hello, it's Ann. So you instantly ask them, you're like, okay, so what are we going to do about it? Like, what is the plan? And your bestie looks at you and they're just like, don't worry about it, I got it. First of all, the audacity. Second of all, high five, fist bump. I'm so proud of you. Because you know what? Yeah, you do got it. You can handle it. You got this. I believe in you. But listen, I'm ready. I'm on the sideline. Tag me in whenever you want. Head cheerleader for your team. I got you. You may have this and you can handle it. I know you can, but I'm watching. It's literally in the best friend handbook. My bestie is not going to go through anything alone. So if she needs me to stand on the sideline for a little bit, like that's a part of the game plan, I'm there. I'm waiting. I'm watching every move. But I'm also like a backseat driver. Like I see my bestie making the game plan and I'm over there like, are you sure you want to do it that way? Like I'm just saying. Because at the end of the day, and I'm going to say this again and I've said it always, my problem is your problem and your problem is my problem. So yes, I will take a step back. But the moment you're like, hey, I need you, put me in, coach. You know what absolutely sucks about friendship breakups? Hi, hello, it's Ann. It's when you're kind of out and about and you're not really thinking about this person anymore. And someone randomly comes up to you, they ask you how you are, and they automatically ask, oh, how is? Why? Because you guys were a duo. At one point in time, this person was a priority in your life. You would text them, call them, check up on them. You would be there for them and vice versa. If something good happened or something bad happened, they were one of the first people you would tell. They have also probably seen you hit rock bottom, and they made you feel like you were never alone. So it hurts. It hurts to have to look at someone and be like, well, I don't really know how this person's doing. I hope they're doing well, but I don't really talk to them anymore. And then they kind of ask you like, oh, why? What happened? And it's painful to actually acknowledge the fact that you probably had a disagreement with this one friend and then you guys just never hashed it out. Even though as best friends, you think you would. But even worse, it's when nothing happened. Life kind of just played its part. You guys got busy and then you guys just stopped having things in common. You guys outgrew each other. And it's not something you guys planned. If anything, you guys planned the absolute opposite. You promised to be there for each other forever. So if you are going through a friendship breakup right now, I just wanted to remind you that although it does suck, let's acknowledge that this person helped you when they could and vice versa. Because I'm sure you were there for them too. And it's so bittersweet. Because like I said, life does go on, with or without them in your life. But that doesn't mean you're not going to be okay.